Welcome to the session of measure of center tendency and dispersion. Now this basically is a very basic elementary statistics and part of descriptive statistics which we are going to do today. So let's move further. Now before we move on, I want to give you certain tips, certain notations which I want to share with you. Now they are basically, you must understand when you're studying statistics, you must understand what is mean, what is population, what is sample, what is variance, standard deviation, correlation. So these all measures describe these are the measures of descriptive statistics. Now they have a different symbol for the population and a different for the sample. Now all these values for a sample are called the statistics, and all these values for the population are called the parameters. Like for example, mean, population mean is given by mu, sample mean is given by x bar. Population size is given by capital N, sample by n, and so on. You can see in front of them. Now let us move on further on this. Now before we move on to the understanding what is mean, median and mode, basically there are three measures of central tendency: mean, median and mode. Now mean is the mathematical, all three are the averages. Mean is the mathematical average, median is the positional average, and mode is the most common or most frequently occurring value. Now let us now move on further on this. Now you must understand what is data and what is information. See, basically the response which you get from the market is form of a raw data. Now this data is of no use until it is refined or it is organized. When you refine and organize the data, you convert it into information. Suppose I write down age of 15 students. Now just simply by seeing these 15 values I cannot make out anything from it, but if I just arrange it in ascending order or descending order, I can easily make out who is the eldest, who is the youngest. Fine. So this is what how you convert. Basically statistics talks about converting the data into information. So basically there are three characteristics of descriptive strategy we are looking into. First is it should be represented. That is, a good descriptive strategy should be similar to many scores in distribution. Fine. It should be a well balanced one, either greater than or less than scores of overrepresented. The third one is inclusive, should take individual values from a distribution taken into account. Okay. Now we'll come to this normal distribution curve later on, but before that let us now try to understand individually what is mean, median and mode. First we are going to take up what exactly is the mean. Now mean is something, it's basically, as I told you, is a mathematical average. Now, suppose there are n number of observations, and if you want to find out the mean, it is sum of all the n everything, that is given by sigma, sum of all the n observations divided by number of observations. Right. So similarly, this is for the discrete data. Discrete data means when the data is in form of the observations. Of course, you have to, there is a continuous data when the data is in, you are given the class intervals and the frequencies also. Now simple, like there's an example shown here in front of you. It shows the name of the 5 professor and the salaries in 2005 and 2006. Right? So if you have to find out the mean salary of Dr. Evil, you can find out for 2 years, add the two values and divide it by 2. And if you find out the mean value of all the professors in year 2005, add all the 5 values of 2005 and divide it by 5. So this is how we can do that. So we'll